Leonard Modise, the leader of the International Pentecostal Holiness Church, has called on police to stop attacks on the church and also its members. This comes after there was a hostage situation at the church building yesterday. 5 people died in the attack and at least 40 suspects, including law officers, were arrested. The church, which has more than 3 million congregants in southern Africa, has been in conflict since 2016 following the death of its leader. ENCA reporter, my colleague Manqoba Mqunu, has been tracking that story for us. Hello to you, Manqoba. Yesterday you were at the scene just hours after the attack took place. Everyone did want to hear from the leadership. What did we hear about from him today?
Well, certainly, Gareth, before I take you there, let's just show you the scene here. This is inside the International Pentecostal Holiness Church, and we do believe that this is the entrance that those armed men who came into the church on Saturday morning used to get into the premises. But let me just ask a gentleman from here just to explain what happened here last night. Baba, what is it that you explained, as you explained earlier, what happened here, what unfolded at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Basically what happened, people who had forcefully, because we've got a security within the premises that is guarding the place, and they started noticing that there were gunshots that were fired from outside in the vicinity of the place, and then people started jumping on the walls, particularly this side also, that's where they jumped in. But also the main gate, yes, the main gate was also rammed, like you could see the damages that have taken place in there. And then once they jumped in trying to occupy the place and like keeping everybody on hostage, they broke in the gate, this one, and then they started using this one, was where they parked most of their vehicles there.
I can see there's also a bit of glass here. I do understand that windows were broken here.
Yes, that's true. There's even the doors inside were broken and the windows, because that's when they were forcefully waking people who were sleeping. The others have locked themselves in the room, now gathering them together and then keeping them on hostage. That's really exactly what basically happened, with the police now being informed and all that to come and assist in the matter.
Okay, thank you. Well, Gareth, being taken on a tour by some of the church leaders. They are there, right over there, taking us through the tour, showing us where exactly these breakages happened yesterday, and where the damage was caused, and where those 200 people were held hostage. So we are currently touring the place, but earlier on, the church leader speaking and also condemning what has happened here, saying that police will need to investigate, and also calling on President Cyril Ramaphosa and the police minister to intervene in what is happening here. Let's take a listen to what he had to say, Gareth.
If we count the number of people that we lost since the leadership battle ensued, I'm counting up to 9 or 10 number of lives that we have lost to date. What is very disturbing to us as a church, and to my spiritual father, our comforter, FLG Modise, and the executive committee of the church and the church council and members, is that every time we cry to our law enforcement agencies, our cry has ended in deaf ears, unfortunately. After we realized that we don't get any joy from our local police stations, we have reported several cases. I can count up to 40 cases that have been opened of assault GBH, forceful entry, housebreaking, you name it, trespassing, all those cases, theft of properties of the church. We realize that we are not getting any joy.
Manqoba, we just heard the church chairperson talking about this conflict, which is going back a good 3 or 4 years at least now. The issue, it seems, that Abil Visa is talking about is the lack of the enforcement agencies getting involved in this. What exactly is he hoping they're going to now do, apart from ensuring there's no more violence? How do law enforcement authorities help in solving this leadership issue? What is he calling for?
Well, Gareth, they're saying that this is not the first incident that has happened here in church. And one of the assertions that they've made is that whenever they approach police, these issues that they report to police never seem to be taken seriously by police. In fact, he says, Wesley, when he spoke during that briefing, saying that they'd even made contact as far up as the office of the police minister to try and get some sort of intervention in this debacle at the church. We do know that it's been going on for 4 years now. So he says there's been more than over 40 cases that they've opened with police, which include cases of theft, including cases of assault and destruction of property. But he says that every time that police have to intervene, they simply do not. At one instant, he says some police officers even told him that they were not going to involve themselves, or they were going to stop the investigation into some of the allegations that of a crime that was committed here at the church. So they're saying that the police have seemingly not been playing their part when it comes to trying to quell the situation here. So saying that the police minister as well as the president will need to take a more proactive action, he puts it, to prevent the bloodshed here at the church. Let's take a listen to what they have to say about this.
As a church, we strongly condemn what happened yesterday in the strongest possible terms. Our comforter is absolutely disappointed and dismayed by what happened, and we are a church. We observe religious principles. We are a peaceful church. We have a history dating back from 1962. There was never an incident of this nature until now recently, when this splinter group started what they are doing. This matter is before the High Court.
Manqoba Nkunu, thank you very much indeed to him, giving us the latest from the situation at that church and the response from the chairperson this morning. We'll bring you updates as we get them on that story here on ENCA.